Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Hey, Jamie, how's it going?
Super cool, super hot.
Yeah, it's super hot and smoky here.
Very hot, smoky here. Yes.
It's California in the summer now.
Well, it is fall. So I did put out the Halloween decorations today. So it's October.
You're very, very optimistic.
Not too, well, just because we won't get trick-or-treaters doesn't mean it can't be Halloween.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I'm ready to start this week's episode. How about you?
Always ready.
Okay. So this week we're going to talk about something that probably no one really knows about, and that is a practitioner listing on Google. Did I just blow your mind? You don't know what I'm going to talk about.
Makes me want to Google it, but I have to turn everything off, so I can't Google it.
Don't do that. So what it is, you probably know as a business owner, you have a Google My Business listing.
Yes.
For your business. Now, what Google also approves is it's called a practitioner listing. So think of a business that has multiple practitioners, multiple specialists working in that business. So think a dental clinic. It has multiple dentists at that office. Or a lawyer, or a law firm, I should say. They have multiple lawyers there. An architect, same kind of thing. A real estate agency.
Car repair.
Yeah, kind
auto
of.
body, transmission, engine block building.
It's no, sorry. Those
auto
aren't
body
good.
Not a separate category?
I guess you could. Yeah, actually, auto body, as long as your practitioner listing is a mechanic, then yes, you can probably you can get away with it. It basically what it is, these are Google approved listings for people who have some kind of authority themselves. So the only exception to this is if you're a one-person business. So if you're a chiropractor where you're the only chiropractor at that office, Google's going to probably suspend any practitioner listing. But if you're a firm or a clinic, then these are well accepted to make a practitioner listing for your business. So basically what you would do is have two separate Google My Business listings, which theoretically, what that means is you'll get even more leads for your business because now you're going to have two Google My Business listings that both of them can appear in that Google 3-pack for the same or similar terms, which is awesome.
So 2 out of the 3 Google 3-pack you could be listed in?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that many times. Many times. And if they both have tons of reviews, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You've just taken out all of your competition, except for one that doesn't usually have any reviews at all. So if you are in one of these industries, like a doctor, dentist, lawyer, stuff like that, you want to make sure that you seriously consider creating a Google My Business practitioner listing. Now, once you do that, though, there's some things that you want to make sure you remember to do. And one is you cannot have both of those Google listings refer back to the same homepage. So you want to make sure that if you're a practitioner listing, you have to have a page on your website specifically for that practitioner.
How about the same? Yeah. How about the same address, though?
Same address is totally fine. This is all within Google's rules, their terms of service, totally following it completely. So you just want to make sure. So the reason I say you want to have different website addresses for these, you can have your main homepage or your location for your main listing. For the practitioner, you want to link that directly to that person's page on your website. Make sense?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So the reason is, of course, as always, we say, if you confuse Google, you're going to lose. All right.
Yep.
So that means having those two separate pages listed on those two separate listings, boom, you have it. So you're not confusing. The
You're
other
walking
thing,
a fine line, though.
it's fine. It's following Google's terms of service. So that's all. I'll keep going back. These are totally approved listings. And it's great. If you're a real estate agent, for example, now when you move to another agency, you can take that Google listing with you.
And
you
that's
should.
crazy.
Yeah. If you are you work in a hair salon, you are an independent contractor, I guess, depends on if you are or not, in California, AB5, yay. Anyway, if you are a hairstylist, for example, you can make a practitioner listing for a hairstylist and have it as the same address, different phone number, of course. And if you have a website, you have a different website. Bam. You're not confusing Google. Now, one thing you want to always make sure, though, you don't pick the same categories for those two different Google listings. So if you are an architect, you want to make sure that your practitioner listing has architect as your category, and then your business would be an architecture firm. So see how that will not confuse Google. Their categories are close, but they're not the same. So totally fine.
Yeah, I do see that on Google pretty often, actually. There'd be two listings, like for tax preparation and then CPA. Same business.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you want to make sure that one is the umbrella, right? Dental clinic, and then one is the practitioner, dentist.
Okay.
You can think of that for all kinds of businesses. And if your business has multiple practitioners, multiple specialists in it, it behooves you to consider doing this. It's really tough to monopolize that 3-pack, though, just so you know. If there's a lot of competition, Google does have filters that filter these out. But that more listings, when you click on that, it'll have a line of businesses. Definitely you'll be in there. So
okay.
One other thing to keep in mind is because they're two separate listings now, you have to get reviews for both listings. And you have to do that. So I know it's a hassle, but reviews are what drives that Google 3-pack and the click-through rate. So make sure you have those. Make sense? I think.
Makes sense.
All right. Then also, of course, that practitioner listing, you want to make sure that you are registering that listing, that practitioner page on your website with, they're called niche specific directories. So this would be like, if you're an attorney, it's called AVO or AVO, AVVO. It's an attorney directory site. Health Grades is another one for doctors and dentists. You just want to make sure that on those directory listings, you're linking back to that practitioner page on your website and not your main site. So the reason we're doing that is because we're building authority for your practitioner listing when we're doing stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. That's why if you're in one of these industries, you should really consider having a practitioner listing. Understand that when you do, there's some check boxes you got to go through so you don't confuse Google. Make sure that you, like as always, fill out everything on that Google listing for both your business and the practitioner. And the more you do it, the more authority and reputation you're going to get, and the more calls you're going to get. Any other questions?
Oh, yeah. Lots of questions.
Go for it.
So in the past, you've also said can't violate the NAP, name, address, phone number.
Right.
We need to keep that consistent. If you're like going back to my tax preparation example, could you have, John Smith CPA tax preparation, John Smith CPA bookkeeping, John Smith CPA, or tax strategy, something like that?
Okay. So what you want to do is business name : name of the practitioner.
Colon.
Okay. So that Google kind of, it's not standardized, but it is standardized. Google's not going to, they're not going to kick you off of the Google My Business most likely for not following this. But you want to, that's kind of the accepted is the business name : and then the name of the practitioner. Okay.
And so, if you're in like a really diverse industry, the only business that comes to mind is the Mexican drug cartel. So then now they're not only bringing in marijuana, they're bringing in avocados and mangoes and grapes and everything under the sun. What would be your advice for the cartel?
Peace out, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. No, I think what you're trying to say is, say you're like a medical spa, and you have different practitioners within that medical spa, I would have
That's another example.
Medical spa would be my main category for the business. And then you'd have like, Reiki practitioner, massage therapist, esthetician, and then whatever else goes on in one of those. So, but those would be your practitioner listings. So that's how you would kind of structure that. Yep. It does take some mental kind of imagination and, some preparation to do this correctly. But if it does, think about your spa and then how many practitioners are working on people. It could consider this strongly. It could really help in your lead generation for your business.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's why I recommend it. That's all I got for today.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, and even if you didn't, but go ahead and share this with a business owner.
Not El Chapo. He's not one of my... Never mind.
All right. Thank you. In case that wasn't obvious. But yeah, so share this out with other business owners and definitely get their feedback. Make sure to like our Facebook page. And then obviously we would like your 5-star review because that helps the ranking for Local SEO in 10.
Woo! Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.